7 trader mindset habits you need before you can trade consistently. A professional trader builds their mind before they make real money. Let me ask you something. If all your strategies disappeared today, would your current mindset still be enough to keep you on the winning side? In this video, we'll explore 7 key mental habits of professional traders. If you seriously build even 3 of them into your life, your trading results can change much more than you expect. Stay until the end, because habit number 7 is something hardly anyone talks about. Most people chase the best strategy, the best indicator, the best signal. But in reality, the market rewards traders with the strongest mindset. This video is about that mindset sitting behind the buy and sell buttons. We'll walk through 7 mental habits you need to build in yourself before you even think about consistently withdrawing profits from Forex. Habit number 1. Think long-term, not trade by trade. A professional trader doesn't get stuck on a single position. They know their real performance comes from 50, 100, or even 500 trades. That's why when one trade hits the stop, they don't fall apart and they don't rush to change the strategy. They've already accepted that losses are a natural part of a long series of trades. Habit number 2. Respect risk before profit. A beginner's first question is usually, how much I can make? Professional's first question is different. In the worst realistic case, how much can I lose and still stay calm? That simple shift in the question changes everything. How they choose position size, where they place the stop loss, even how many trades they take. Respecting risk means accepting the bad scenario before you enter instead of being shocked by it halfway through. Habit number 3, follow the plan, not your emotions. A professional trader doesn't judge themselves by how much I made today, but by how well I followed my plan. If their system says no trading today, they don't trade even if a setup looks incredibly attractive on the screen. That discipline is the choice to follow rules instead of following momentary emotions. Habit number 4. Journal every trade with intention. For many people, journaling is cosmetic, but for professionals, it's a primary tool for growth. After each trade, they don't just write win or loss. They write why they entered, how they felt at the moment of entry, and whether they followed the plan or not. Over time, these notes reveal their mental patterns. For example, they notice they lose more when they're tired, or they get greedy after a big win. Habit number 5. Separate your identity from your results. A professional trader doesn't interpret a losing trade as I am a failure. They know one bad trade doesn't make them a bad trader, just as one great trade doesn't make them a genius. This separation between identity and outcome allows them to stay calm and rational without revenge, without ego, and without needing to prove anything. Habit number 6. Stay out when you're emotional. One key habit of professionals is their willingness to choose not trading. If they're angry, exhausted, sleep-deprived, or dealing with personal problems, they know their mind is not at its best. Instead of fighting the market in that state, they deliberately step back. Take a step back often protects the account more than the dozens of good trades. Habit number 7. Grow your mindset, not just your account. Professionals don't only work on growing their accounts. They work on growing themselves. They read, they take courses, talk to more experienced traders, and work directly on their beliefs and fears. They have a plan for this. For example, every week they spend an hour just reading their journal and identifying one mental weakness to improve. For them, becoming a trader is a continuous process of personal growth, not just a means of making money. Practical exercise. Now that the 7 mental habits are clear, they shouldn't stay at the level of information. Here's a simple exercise. First, take a sheet of paper, open a note on your phone, and write down all 7 habits. Next to each habit, give yourself a score from 1 to 10 and see where you're strong and where you're weak. Number 3, then choose just one habit with the lowest score and commit working on that single habit for 1 week. For example, if your journaling is basically at 0, promise yourself that for 7 days after every trade, you'll write 3 lines about your feelings and your decision. The goal is not to become a professional trader overnight. The goal is to make your mindset one step more professional every single week. Now it's your turn to look at yourself honestly. Out of these 7 mental habits, which one feels strongest in you right now, and which one feels weakest. Write in the comments, what is my biggest mental weakness in trading right now? The comments will be reviewed, and for the habits that show up the most, dedicated, deeper videos will be created. The next video in this series might be the exact answer to the problem you're struggling with right now.